The film opens in the town of Vernon, where podcaster Chris Dubasaj is talking about the infamous Sweet 16 killer from 1987. In October of that year, Tiffany Clark was murdered, found in her parents' garage on the night of her Sweet 16 party, stabbed 16 times. Days later, Tiffany's friends, Marisa Song and Heather Hernandez, were also killed. Same brutal fashion. The killer was never found, but Vernon still views him as an icon, even hosting a murder tour where people wear his mask. Teenager Jamie Hughes is getting ready to go to a concert with her best friend, Amelia Creston. Her mother, Pam, tries to warn her it's the 35th anniversary of the murders. Pam was friends with the victims, and those memories still haunt her. She suggests Jamie stay home, celebrate Halloween with her and Dad Blake, like they always do. But Jamie coldly brushes her off. Blake takes Jamie and Amelia to the concert, leaving Pam alone, watching the house. Later that night, as Pam waits for trick-or-treaters, someone wearing the Sweet 16 killer's mask shows up at the Hughes house. At first, Pam thinks it's just a prank, but then the figure steps closer and attacks her, slashing with a knife. Pam fights back, struggling, desperate, but the killer overpowers her and stabs her fatally. Her body is later found by two kids, and when Jamie and Blake return home, they walk straight into the horror. Jamie, devastated, retreats to her room, haunted by regret, remembering the cold last words she said to her mother. At school, Principal Doug Summers offers his condolences, but Sheriff Kara Lim, she suggests Jamie might be a suspect, or at least knows something about the killer's identity. Jamie snaps, accusing Kara of being just as useless as her own sheriff father was back in 1987 when he failed to catch the original killer. Later, Jamie meets Amelia at the school science fair, where Amelia's project is a time machine. It's unfinished, but Amelia has already set the date for time travel, October 27, 1987, the night Tiffany was murdered. Jamie contacts Chris, knowing he and Pam had been texting before her death. She hopes he can help uncover the killer's identity. Chris shows Jamie a note, supposedly left in Pam's high school locker by the killer. It warned that Pam would be next. As Jamie returns to meet Amelia, the killer appears. He chases her. Jamie runs, terrified, hiding in the photo booth where Amelia's time machine is located. In the chaos, the killer stabs the control panel, activating the machine. Jamie travels back to 1987. She ends up at the high school and is instantly enrolled as a new student. She meets Pam, the most popular girl at school, and Tiffany, Marisa, and Heather. They're known as the Mollies for their love of Molly Ringwald's style. Jamie tries to warn Pam, begging her to cancel her Sweet 16 party, but Pam brushes her off, dismissing her completely. Jamie seeks out Sheriff Dennis Lim, Kara's father, to warn him about the impending murders. She also finds Lauren, a science nerd who will one day become Amelia. Jamie explains the situation, comparing it to the plot of Back to the Future. Jamie pulls out her phone, showing Lauren an iPhone. Lauren agrees to help, taking Jamie to the photo booth, where the machine is. At Tiffany's party, the jock Randy Finkel blocks Jamie and Lauren from entering. While trying to sneak in, wait, what? Jamie finds the young Blake oddly attractive, even though he's already dating Tiffany. When Randy throws her out, Jamie sees Blake and Tiffany arguing. She eventually convinces Tiffany to hook up with Eddie Royal, a famous rock star. They head to the parents' bedroom. But when Tiffany disappears from the garage, Eddie vanishes too. The killer emerges from the closet and begins giving Tiffany a serious bad time. Jamie and Pam arrive too late to stop the murder. They're just in time to witness the chaos. Tiffany's already in serious trouble, and Jamie's helpless. They retreat back home. It's all getting darker. Meanwhile, back in the present, Blake is getting increasingly worried about Jamie's disappearance. He starts suspecting Chris might be involved. Amelia, ever the detective, figures out that the time machine has sent Jamie to the past. Amelia works with Chris to find old crime scene photos, realizing that Tiffany's original murder location has changed from the garage to the parents' bedroom. Amelia also finds a note on the waterbed from Jamie, suggesting they need to stab the machine to fix it. Yeah, literally, stab it. Jamie learns that a student named Fat Trish died in a drunk driving accident. Jamie later joins Pam, Marisa, and Heather at the cabin where Marisa was murdered. The group also includes Randy, Kara, and Blake. Jamie tries to warn Pam not to get too cozy with Blake, fearing she might mess things up for the future. What's that saying? Don't date your future spouse's ex? When Jamie gets locked out of the cabin, she sees the killer enter. Panic strikes. She tries to warn everyone, but the killer is fast, and he starts chasing and, oops, surprise, killing Heather instead of Marisa. Jamie and Blake manage to fight off the killer, sending him running. But things aren't over yet. Later, Lauren warns Jamie that her phone, which she's relying on to return to the present, is running low on battery. Typical, right? If it dies, she'll be stuck in 1987 forever. So much for time travel. Jamie remembers something Pam told her. Pam found out she was pregnant with Jamie while riding the quantum drop ride. Could it hold the power to fix everything? Maybe? Jamie starts suspecting Lurch might be the killer. She confronts him in his creepy van. Lurch insists he's not the killer, though. But surprise, surprise, he admits he's obsessed with developing video games. Classic Lurch. But wait, things get wild again. The group gets stalked by the killer in a haunted house. As the killer attacks, Kara, nowhere near ready for a haunted house, impales him with a scythe. Finally, someone's fighting back. Jamie unmasks the killer, revealing a shocking truth. It's Doug, the young principal. Wait, what? Doug was Trish's boyfriend, and Marisa pieces it together. He knew about the sleepover where the Mollies invited Trish and got her drunk. They wanted to know if Trish had slept with their coach, but after that night, Trish had her fatal accident. Jamie's mind races as she accuses Pam of being involved in Trish's death. But Pam insists she was busy fighting with Tiffany at the time and had nothing to do with it. Really? Come on, Pam. You've got to be hiding something. But the plot thickens. Suddenly, a second killer appears and slashes Marisa's throat. Everyone panics and flees, but the killers are relentless. Jamie runs as fast as she can toward the quantum drop ride, with Pam right behind her. But then, boom, the killer corners them. Pam suddenly remembers Jamie's strange words about something important happening on this ride. Before they can make sense of it, the killer lunges and stabs Pam. Oh no, not again. But Jamie's quick. She hits the control and ejects Pam to safety, sending her flying off the ride like, whoosh, bye killer. Now face to face with the killer, Jamie finally unmasks him, and it's Chris, yep, the podcaster himself. Turns out he killed Pam and even his own dad just to stir up a new killing spree for his podcast fame. Dude, seriously? All this for clicks? Chris tries to finish Jamie off, but she grabs Lauren's nail gun, bam, shoots him, then kicks him right into the machine's walls. The ride goes haywire and Chris literally explodes into pink mist. Yeah. Jamie wakes up, back in the present. And guess what? Pam is alive. Jamie's so relieved, it's like the whole nightmare finally ended. Then Lauren and Amelia show up too, all smiles, saying their plan actually worked. But Lauren quietly pulls Jamie aside and hands her a notebook. She warns her, yeah, things have changed since Jamie messed with the past. And then, plot twist, a young man shows up at the door. Turns out, he's Jamie's 34-year-old brother, also named Jamie. And our Jamie? She's now called Colette. Wait, what? When did that happen? And there's more. Pam and Blake got together way earlier, so now Jamie has an older brother with a husband and a daughter. Pam's got a sweet relationship with her mom now. Randy's the school principal. Yep, him. Kara's chief of police. Lauren's killing it as a big bioengineer, and Amelia's still her ride-or-die bestie. Even Lurch turns his life around. He's now a game developer running an anti-bullying group in memory of Trish. And Eddie Royal? He ditches rock and goes full emo. As for Chris, he survives, but he's now living as a monk. Yeah, talk about a total life reset. Kindly subscribe for more amazing videos like this. Don't forget to like, comment, and share your thoughts. Your support keeps this channel going and brings you more interesting content. Thanks for watching.